This is Mormoiron. It's a small town in south of France that none of you has probably heard of. You might know of Mormoiron too, especially if you're a roadie, but we're not doing roadie stuff today. I want to share with you all of the cool places to ride mountain bike down here that I've found over the years that I've been here. I went here a few years back when I got myself a new camera and I decided to go and shoot a mountain bike, like a self-film edit. And I got a lot of comment on that video, and I also think it's one of my most viewed YouTube videos. So today I wanted to share with you 4 cool places to go and ride if you're in the area. And if you're not, then maybe you'll just be entertained by seeing what the place has to offer. The first one I like to call the Red Rocks, because it has red rocks. The second one is the White Wall. Then we have the hiking trail, the hiking cliff trail we can call it. And at last we have the Enduro Mountain, which I call it because I made an enduro racer there. And then we'll have a bonus spot for those who like to jump or those who go there with kids who has a running bike, which is super awesome, I think. Okay, let's go. The first one I want to share with you is the Red Rocks. It's actually a loop, and if you go clockwise, you'll find that you'll have a lot of climbing on wider gravel roads, and then you'll have a lot of fun descending on narrow single track, and you'll hit these awesome spots from the right direction, I think. But you can definitely hit the loop both ways. Let's give it a go. Oh, so actually larger than I thought they would be, and some drop-offs. Okay, so as you can see here, it's actually quite gnarly and probably way more suited for full suspension than a hardtail. But as I'm on family vacation and I'm going to spend a lot of time riding the pump track with my son, way more time than I'm going to ride this stuff by myself, I thought that the hardtail was probably the right choice. Also, I've only ridden my single-speed hardtail in Denmark, so I thought it would be a lot of fun to try and take it to some larger climbs and see what it's like. My gearing is 32/17, and I can tell you that a lot of these climbs were super tough, but manageable. At least with clipless, which I'm also new to clipless. I think I've been riding clipless for 1 day before I went here. And yeah, there might be some clipless crashes in the video, but that's how it is. You have to get used to it. So this one I did hit the other day, but I don't remember. Oh, that's where my inexperience with clipless comes to show. And now here, how was it? We wanted to get up here. And then we have, we got all here for the Red Rocks. Woo-hoo-hoo. Those are so good fun. And I was so afraid I was gonna crash not clipping out at the top. But that's the way you hit it, from the top. But the steep one, which is the cool one, I think, is that one. Take a look at these rocks. That's what you're riding in when you go down to the cliffs. So I think it's really sketchy. Maybe if you're experienced with this stuff, you'll just hammer through it. Here we are. Sounds like I clipped in. And this is where I like to go down. Oh. So those Red Rocks I mentioned that I think is sketchy, they are all over here. So where do we go? Where do we go? Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's see. Can we go down this way? We can. This is nice. Take a look at this. This is so cool. At least I think so. Now I can't clip in again. Why is it so damn hard to clip in? Here we go.
The fun one is the one over this way. Yep, found it. Whoops. And a little natural kicker. Lovely. Now, if that's not cool, I don't know what is. Well, maybe the next one, which is just over here. And then we just have to not crash in the entrance. That was the hard part. Oh, that was the hard part apparently. It's sandy. And we're off this way. I think, let's see what the angry GPS is saying. I'm pretty sure I want to head this way for some more. It's so damn sandy. A little cave. Maybe we can go into this one. Pretty damn dark in there. Oh, that's a fun one. Camera, there's a nice place. We found wine. Or grapes. Looking for single track entry. Here we go. Ouch! That's for the good climbers. I'm not. So I'm gonna go hike a bike. Even just walking up that stuff makes you sweat like a pig, in this heat at least. But we're at the top, so let's see if we can continue and find some good single track. I'm pretty sure I know that we can find a semi-steep descent, short one, then head around and maybe find a jump trail with some small jumps. That was here when I was riding here last time, like 6 years ago. So let's see if we can find the stuff. This beast is doing well on everything but the steep climbs with roots. Oops. Ooh. Oh. Fuck, I don't want to crash here. It's horrible. There's a really sick steep one further up, but it's completely blocked by a log, and I'm not sure I can remove it. So today we are just gonna go with the easy one. Which is still steep. Good fun. Let's go. And down here the ruts are just completely crazy. So we're gonna take it easy and find a safe way. How about here? Yep.
Ouch, bummer. This place has been completely destroyed by the big forest machines. It used to have such a good downhill, with a lot of flowy corners, some small jumps, built by the local kids, I guess, definitely built by shovel. But it's all gone now by these big machines ruining the place. And also there's quite a lot of people hiking up to the adventure course. I guess it's part of the course now, not sure really. But it's still good fun downhill where you can get up to decent speed, but it used to be a lot more fun. So hopefully the local kids will build something new. Time to head on to the next spot, the White Wall. And I call it so because it's the white wall of rocks that you can see behind Mormoiron when you're in the town. You can't probably see it on the GoPro here because it's very hard to see on GoPro with a fisheye. And what's super cool here is that we can actually get up by the road, but there is also some good single track that you can cut in here. So we'll try and take the switchbacks out of the road and climb on the single track. Then when we get to the top and the road can't take us no further, we'll head up to the left and continue on the single track. This is where your legs are burning on the single speed. But there will be some good fun switchbacks, and it also hurts when you're on the top if you can't figure out how to clip out of your clipless pedals. From the top here we have two choices. We can either go down to Masang, which is the sea behind Mormoiron, or we can continue on this cliff trail where we ride on the top of the cliffs. So for the first one we are going to do the one down to Masang here to warm up. It's the easiest one. It's not steep at any point, and it's just a super flowy, good fun. Like, it's perfectly steep for just going fast and flowy, I think. The only part that might be a bit dangerous on this trail is this rock wall that we are riding next to at this point. Some of the rocks are kind of close to your elbows when you're riding here, but I didn't feel like I was about to hit them, so I wouldn't say that it's a problem. So I've been here 2 times with the GoPro camera, and all of the footage that I've just shown you is from the second time, as I was going a lot faster when I knew the trail than the first time when I was just exploring and seeing what it's all about. But the first time I was here, something quite cool happened on the trail, so I wanted to clip that in.
Oh! It builds me! It's a boa!
Okay, so it's time to check out that other trail here at the White Wall. This is the one that goes on top of the wall, and I think that this is a really cool trail. But just be aware that it's super exposed in some places. It's like a 50-meter drop down, vertical down, if you go left at the most exposed places. So don't do that. And the rest of the trail, I don't know how far down it is, but definitely you'll hurt yourself a lot if you go off. So yeah, stay on this trail. What's really cool about this trail though is that I believe it must be some dirt bike guys here, because there are a lot of dirt bike tracks. And these guys put in some rollers here and there, and they are just super fun to double on mountain bike. That's really awesome. And yeah, but let's just check it out and see what it's all about. Here we go. It's time for that bonus spot. It's the pump track that I have posted a lot, so you probably guessed it. But it's just such a good pump track, I think, because there's good opportunities to pump around and for kids to learn to pump my bike. My kid is on a running bike and he had a lot of fun down here. He wanted to go every day. But also there are these jumps that are actually quite big. So there's this step up where you gap the tunnel that the track also goes under. So I think that's a really cool feature. But you really had to go hard to clear it. So I pedaled as hard as I could and then I pump as hard as I've ever done before. But then you'll definitely also clear it. And I'm on a big 29er bike. Anyways, it's a super good jump and the pump track in general is highly recommended. Okay, so it's time to head on to the hiking trail. I call it so because it's an old hiking trail in the mountain and it's super beautiful. Also at some places very exposed, but we'll get to that. First we have to get to the trail. So I found this trail by stalking a guy on Strava who got king of the mountain on a climb that I made top 10. So I wanted to check out what the other guys were riding down here. And this guy had a route that I thought looked super interesting. And it was on a mountainside that I imagined, I can see it from Mormoiron, so I imagined there would be good trails there. But it turned out that it was complete shit, to be honest. It was just a lot of climbing and then descending on wide gravel roads with very loose, rocky gravel. And it was definitely not a lot of fun. It was just surviving and getting shaked. So I got a little angry at this trail.
Single track begins. Or does it? Is this really the right route? Ouch! Following that Wahoo device, we are completely off track. And it's so damn rocky, just like what I remember from the top of the Provance. Look at that! Some single track. That is nice.
Then I found some single track just when I was about to head home. I got a little taste of some single track and I started to be more optimistic.
I've been so hungry for some single track. Ouch! Oh my god, that's awesome. Look at this view. And this little thing, what do we have here? That ridge looks sick.
Then it turned out to be crap again, but then it got really cool, I think, because then I met a lot of sheep, which are always fun. I think that was a good experience, and it kind of turned my mood. And then from there, it actually turned really nice. So let's check out what this mountainside has to offer.
It's a sheep farm. Bonjour. Bonjour. This is where we were going. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that view. We're on a mountainside. And that's not easy. Do not go off the side at this point. This doesn't really seem right to me, but on the GPS it looks like we should be going up here. Ah.
Okay, so on to the last spot, which I like to call the Enduro Mountain, because I made an enduro racer here. I haven't found a good way to climb this spot. I found some interesting ways, but I did have to walk over to cross some private property. So I feel sorry about that, and I'm looking for the best way to climb. But it's just when you're half up a mountain and the only way to continue is through private property in the forest. Yeah, you don't go back down. At least I didn't. But I feel sorry about that.
Alrighty, we are on. This climb's real. Fuck me. Snapped a screw, missed it. I was heading a little bit the wrong direction. This wasn't the top. At least not the top. It was a little top.
So the first time I went here, I learned the hard way that you have to check your screws when you're riding clipless, because apparently they will unscrew quite easily. And what happens when you lose a screw or the click thing gets loose is that you can it doesn't click out when you turn your foot. So for those who are into technical descending, this is definitely the spot to go. It's super rough, and I did feel like I underbiked.
So what do we have up here on the top? This is not a bad place. I'm excited for the speeds on the hardtail. Oh. Whoop! We got a jump. And we made a jump. Nothing right there. I don't know if it's just me, but this kind of stuff feels so damn wild on a hardtail. Oof! Oh my god.
Okay, so before we get to the end of the trail, it's time to give a huge shout out to Twin Bike Shop, who's been supporting me and the YouTube channel for a long time.
Tree, thank you.
And also to all of you guys who keep subscribing and watching the videos, liking and post comments. It's super motivating to do more stuff. I'm super busy, I have a full-time job, 2 kids, etc. So I really do appreciate it. And now I think it's about time for a proper case.
Single track again. Oh my fuck. That was a gap. Ja, vent!
Nei!
High five!